Come on in, my crafty friends. Let's see what's going on with this computer, but let me make sure I plug it up. Or turn on the power, I should say. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today I'm going to be finishing up a cup coaster. I'm putting the tassels on it. And I created this, isn't that cute? I created this tapestry for someone that's in the United States Marine Corp. And so I'm finishing up the edges. And I'll just come on just for a little bit and just do a crochet chat. I don't have much to say yet. Give me a minute, though. Give me a minute. Let me think. So much stuff is going on. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. It's hard to believe we're already in June, and that next month will be July. July. My little, you ever get these little things that want to pop up when you didn't ask for it? Sometimes I think these people, like, for example, I had gotten some, get out, go. I gotten some software that I'm no longer using, so it wants to continue to pop up. But I will not be with you long. I just want to get on, work on this project. I figured I'd just jump on and work on this project while I'm here. I just finished this up today. Didn't take too long. It was the first time going through it. You know, sometimes that takes a little bit longer. But once you do more than one, which I probably won't do more than one, it works up pretty fast. I just wonder, I'm going to make sure that I embrace this summer, because the summers go by so very fast. You look up and it is gone. So since the kids are out of school, I want to just make sure that I get everything that I want to get done. Take a couple trips, maybe one or two. We'll see. I know I need to get out of Memphis. I need to get out of this area. At least I don't care how long. A little bit. But we'll see. So I was in the store the other day. I just had this urge. Hey, Panda, welcome. I was in Hobby Lobby the other day. I'm working on, happy Wednesday. I'm working on a mug rug, United States Marine Corp. I know you were in the military. I'm not sure which branch, but my husband wanted me to make this for one of his friends who was very helpful. So I'm putting on the edges now. But I was in Hobby Lobby the other day, and I just sometimes thank you, Navy. See, my was in the Navy too. Water beast. Hold on. I don't know. Hold on. If I blank out, hold on. Sometimes if I don't run this computer enough, it does what it wants to do. But my dad was in the Air Force, and he said he was airborne. My brother was in the Navy briefly. So I come from a military family. My uncle was in the... You better hold on now, computer. The sun is starting to set, so you're going to see a little light coming through the blinds there. But I'm doing this. My roommates. Don't say that. We got enough. Woo, I'm telling you, with these data centers and everything, It's crazy. It's crazy, Panda. I don't know why am I talking loud like you can't hear me? But I was in Hobby Lobby, and I go sometimes to the craft stores just to detox, see what they got. And I wanted to buy some blue plush yarn because I was making things for Memorial. It better stop acting up. I don't want to have to cut it on and cut it off. It's no reason to be acting ugly. I don't want if it cuts off or if it does something too crazy, I'll shut it down and come back. But anyway, I'm in Hobby Lobby, and I'm just that's my little therapy when I want to get out. And I had to pick up some plushy yarn as well. And you know, I see the back to school. I'm like, back to school. The kids just got out. They just got out of school. Why are you talking about back to school sales? So I did get a couple of the pink buckets because they were back to school. And I'm like, okay, I'll grab this. It was like on sale 50, 40, some percent off. Yarn wasn't on sale, so I only got one little thing of yarn. But I turned the corner. Why? Why are they setting up for Thanksgiving? Why are they setting up for Thanksgiving? I really don't want to. We can't get through the 4th of July without them already rushing the holidays. It is insane. Yeah, see? Back to you're right. You are absolutely right. They're already doing Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. I'm like, it's mind-boggling. I think they want people, I don't know what they want. I guess they want to get their sales. I don't want to think about Thanksgiving, and the summer hadn't even hit. Goodness, let's go through the summer solstice. Goodness, oh my goodness. I'm like, that's a crazy. We had a blue moon on May 30th. No, 31st. May 31st was a blue moon. That's when we have 2 moons, full moons in 1 month. And they said the next one won't happen until December 2028. So it was very rare. And that's probably why these people are acting cuckoos. Yes. People just aren't buying the way they are. People are holding on to their money. This is what I'm noticing. People are going to buy what they want to buy, but they're going to hold on. You should go there. I like the little quotes and stuff sometimes, but otherwise, I think I don't know. I like their yarn better, their quality of yarn a lot better, but I like Michael's discounts. Michael's can be kind of high. I don't care too much for their yarn. Some of it is okay. I don't know. They don't have a lot of quality. Maybe that's what it is. They don't have a lot in stock. And so Hobby Lobby used to have more, but it doesn't now. So you should go there. I'm putting on these edges. I cut the little edges, and then I use this little thin hook to just kind of loop it into the little edges here. And it's been a minute though. Big twist. I know, Joanne's. They had some nice yarn too. I should have known that they were going out because I had gotten a really big order one Christmas when they had the sale going, and it was a mess. It was a mess. The only thing is I will close that blind, but it's way over there. And that little thing that you do like this, is kind of hot. It's just, come on, sunlight. Let me sit back. So this edge, but I'm gonna show you what I did get. Hold on. It's not too terrible far away. I got this toolbox. From, where was I? Lowe's. They had different colors. But I'm going to use it for other things. Like you can put your crochet hooks at the top. Or your, like, for example, you may be able to put, like, if you're doing business thank yous. But you can put your crochet hooks. You can probably put your scissors up there. But I thought this, I couldn't pass it up because it was pink. I was torn between that and the seafoam green. Has a drawer here. And then a drawer here. This is so cute. I was like, oh, pink toolbox. So if you go to a Lowe's and you see this, wasn't very expensive, grab them. So I'm going to bring that and put that somewhere because I have all these like little down eyeballs, crochet hooks. What else do I have? Scissors, all the little trinkets I have, like handmade tags like this. I want to put them in these drawers so that I can find them. Because right now, they're where I can find them, but I need to be able to get to them quickly. Organize. I'm trying to organize everything. So I haven't been out. Let's see. My little dog. Is, I've been taking him to the vet. He's got some health issues. He's getting up there. But he acts young, but he's getting older. So he's been keeping me busy. And trying to get the grass cut in between the raindrops. And just living life. So I've been asked multiple times by my husband to do this coaster. They don't. They don't. He is, he's not as bossy as he used to be, but he's still bossy. If he wants to go outside, he's really good about going outside. He'll just sit by the door. Just, I'm like, oh, come on, tell me what you want. If he wants water, he'll sit by the water bowl. Or he'll do his little nose like right here, and give my water. But he's mellowed out a lot since he was a puppy. But he's a really good dog. Probably one of the best, smartest dogs I've known. I was trying not to get attached to him, but I ended up getting attached to him. One day he was sitting on my lap, and I'm like, okay, you can get down, little dog. And he was like, nope. And from then on, little buddy. Okay, now, I don't know if it's the StreamYard, couldn't be Stream, or my computer. But if it goes out, come on now. I know my computer's old. I think I've had it for a minute. Okay, so that's one side. Isn't that cute? It reminds you of high school colors. Yeah. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! So I may trim some of the edges, but I was looking for this US. I don't know if it's an S. It looked like a Z, but it's an S. I was looking for these symbols on Etsy, so I didn't have to create it, but I couldn't find it. Like, it's nothing worse than when you're trying to find something so you don't have to do it. yourself, and then you couldn't find it. So I guess I'll put the pattern up. I talked about it the last time I was on. I've been doing Sundays because Sundays it slows down. I hope he does. I think he will because it's handmade. It's handmade. I don't know if I'm going to do another one, Panda. I think, some things you just don't want to do more than one. I don't know. I tried to do, I was commissioned at one point to do some snowmen. I'd rather not rush. If I got to do something for somebody that's custom, I prefer not to rush. So I have to give myself more time. Last time I about broke my finger, burnt the rope, the yarn was burning my index finger from having to do so many snowmen. And while it was fun, I need more time. I realized I don't want to do that because you can burn yourself out. And I don't want to burn myself out with something I like to do, but I think I did. So this is, I have this little box here, and I take the red, and here's some goldenrod. This is the goldenrod from 24/7 Cotton, Lion brand. And I take the red. That's how I make my little tassels. Rather than doing a solid color, I thought it'd be neat if I did the red and gold. And I just wrap it around this little box until I have enough. I should count, so I won't so I won't make too much, but I'm just gonna make a few more. If I make too much, then what I'll do is I'll take the extra and stuff it inside of some type of toy. If I make some more bears, I want to make some more bears. Life is so short, and I want to do everything. That's my problem. I think I need to. I'm trying to balance it. I've been up here for a couple. Been coming up here making these yarn cakes. I don't know if you can see them. The little white and the green over there, along with my little family. So I've been making the cakes and rolling up everything, and I'm gonna make them real nice and neat and put them somewhere where I can have access to them, and I don't have to fight with the yarn and say, I will not be defeated. And I won't, because I'm gonna make yarn cakes. Yes. Because there's nothing worse than when you're trying to get a project going, and the next thing you know, you're stuck unraveling your yarn. Who has time for that? And so that will stop that. I saw Michael. I was watching one of his videos. I didn't get a chance to finish it. He's so entertaining. So creative. I did, it's downstairs. I did one tapestry type thing. I don't know if tapestry for me. I could do just a basic one, but it feels like knitting. And for some reason, I don't know, I guess I've crocheted so long that knitting slow, but it makes the most beautiful projects once you finish. Have you ever seen, and I've seen those little things where what do you say? You call it a yarn hole. This is my she shed. You call it a yarn hole. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. Filming, oh my goodness. So I know when you're editing. Editing is what gets to me. That's why I probably would do more, but by the time I get through editing, it takes me like all day, and I don't want to pay anybody to do it. They say you should always learn how to do it yourself first. So you can see the sun is going down in Memphis. Just think about that song, Walking in Memphis. Sun going down. Memphis it's not a bad place to be. I don't know why people gave it such a bad rap. I've seen worse. I've been placed. St. Louis is bad. I'm from St. Louis. Don't do it. Like I saw something on Instagram that says if you're in St. Louis and especially if you go toward like 70, Interstate 70, Riverview area, West Florissant, certain parts of West Florissant. Ever since, I don't know what happened. I don't know when. I'm not even going to put a date on it. But they used to drive real careful growing up because the cops are always hot on people. But now there's this new sense of freedom or something. So it's like they say if you're at a red light and your light turns green, wait at least 5 seconds because you have people that will speed through and will not stop. I think my cousin got slammed. Let me tell you, now that I think about it, her car was hit. She was hurt. Her and her boyfriend went out to help the other guy, the one that ran into them, and they say he cursed them and then died. You know where he probably went? He probably didn't get a chance. I mean, how can you cause an accident, you curse somebody else out, and then you die? They walking trying to see if you're okay, and you're the one that ran the light. People are insane. Keep your head on. Keep your head on. So, let's see. I'm putting a little hook in there. I have neighbors. We have neighbors, new neighbors. They're weird. I'm like, have you ever had, I guess I got kind of spoiled by the previous neighbors. But you got some neighbors, I don't know about them. They barely speak. And then they come out and they kind of like want you to speak, but I don't even look at them because I'm like, you've been here. Once you hit the 3 and 6 month and I try to wave and you look the other way, keep looking the other way. So I know that this summer is going to go by fast. So I'm trying to organize this room so that when I get ready to mess it up again with these various crafts, getting it ready for the season, I may go outside and do other things besides fall craft festivals. It is. It's coming along. They can put their little drink cup. They can drink their cup, coffee, water, tea, whatever beer. Onto it. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to fluff out the edges? But I have my little dog. He's years old. I don't know if I told you that. He's still pretty active. The other day I took him walking. He doesn't like people to get ahead of him. He's trying to run. Like, look, you better sit down somewhere. If I want to get ahead of you, I can. And he's funny. He loves his treats. He loves to eat. He loves to eat his food. And definitely, if you give him some of your food, he'll eat that too. I have to tell him, go somewhere and get. So I'm going to have to make a few more. Let me see how many more I can make. I have one more set here. I need to get it where you can see my hands. But I don't know how that works. I've seen people do that where they're talking and you see their head, but you also see what they're doing. Then that way I can do a twofer. So let's see. Maybe about 4 more. Rah, rah, rah. Oh, I knew I was gonna run out, so I said, let me bring my little box up here that I use to measure so that they stay kind of even. And 4. Let's see, what else have I been doing with my life? Got some tires, car tires, and got some new windshield wipers, because every time I go into the dealer to get my oil change, they tell me, oh, your windshield wipers are fine. And I'm thinking, come on now. I've had these same windshield wipers for the last 10 years. Maybe not that long, but a long time. And you keep telling me they're okay, and there's not okay. Oh, your tires are perfect. Okay. Then why, when it rains, I skeet. I stop at the red light and then I go skeet. The tire goes skeet. I'm like, oh my Lord. It's so embarrassing. People probably like, oh, stay from behind her. I hydroplaned one time, slightly on the side street. Wasn't going that fast, but the flooding, the waters were kind of high. And I didn't put on the brakes or the gas, but the car just took, I could tell by going through the water, it kind of felt like it was going on its own. Well, there wasn't nobody around but me. I don't do ice. I don't care where people are. What you need, if you come to town, don't come on the ice storm and visiting, because I'm not coming to get you. I don't do ice. We had a real bad ice storm. It lasted about a week, a whole week, because the temperatures wouldn't rise. So far, Memphis has been kind of boring with the National Guards here. Not a lot of stuff happening. People still do crazy stuff, but just not half as much. Every time you cut on TV, it's like breaking news, breaking news. Now you don't hear it as much. But then again, I don't watch the news as much. No news is good news. Literally. Probably should. I watch it sometimes for the weather, and that's it. Rain X blades. Are those tires? I know. I do too, because people, not only are people going to be people, Panda, but people are weird nowadays. They're very, very weird. You know, the young generation, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? They walk on zombies. Just zombies. I'm like, what is wrong with your generation? What is wrong? Then I hear that most of them can't read. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble if they can't read. If they cannot read, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I guess we're just going to get in trouble. They're just not going to be without. What is it doing? Come on now. Come on now. Wiper blades. Okay. I don't know what kind I had. I went to the tire shop and they said, hey, I need tires. And they didn't even tell me what kind. But the ones that I have, they're really good. I feel so much better. Not that squeak. Now, when it rains hard, you don't hear it as much. That's why I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't need no windshield wiper blades. I got my car. When I got my car, it was they had the special because we were kind of like maybe like what we are now, but nowadays nobody's decreasing their prices. But they were trying to get rid of cars. So what they did was they basically was giving free oil changes for life. And I ended up getting on that deal. And at first they said you can transfer it. Like, for example, if I sold the car to somebody else, they would also get the deal. But now they took that part off. And it's just a few of us that still get free oil changes for life. So, you know, and it's a Honda, I'm going to keep it until the next set of tires burn off of it. I'm going to keep it until I can't keep it no more. So this is finished. Ta-da. United States Marine Corp. I refuse to do that little, they have like a logo with it's an earth and looks like a anchor and a eagle. I'm like, that's too much. I'm not doing that. Yes, I like my Honda. It's affordable. I don't care about no fancy dancy nut stuff. You can get your BMW and your Mercedes for your fancy trips. I don't go on like fancy trips or occasions or anything like that. I just need a car A to B that I don't have to keep paying for. You said it's an Eagle. Yep. You did a blanket. Bless you. I was like, I know this for your friend, but I don't know him like that. So unless it's for my husband, I ain't doing nothing like that. Nope. You did good, Panda. You did, nope. Nope. That's just too much. Like, right? It's too much work. Like that tapestry, I made a little tapestry purse. It was fine, but I was like, it was like, I couldn't do bigger than that little square. Nope. So this is it. And I finished. I don't have any other projects I'm going to work on right now. What do you think? Should I cut the ends, keep it like this? I might trim the edges or fluff it out some. But it reminds me of like high school colors. I think I went back the other day into memory lane, thinking about my high school days, people I met. Wonder where they are sometimes. Then again, don't. We walked everywhere growing up. Thank you. Okay, I'll leave it. Panda has spoken. I will leave it. You know, we used to walk everywhere in high school. Everywhere. We don't walk anywhere now. I need to get back. When I lived in Johnson City, East Tennessee, I loved to walk. It was one way you can walk this way, and the mountains would be at the back when you came around. But then I started going the other way, so that when I got to a certain point, I could see those beautiful mountains. I call them broccoli, and I would do that like every night, pretty much, at least 3, 4, 5 times a week. Definitely on the weekends. But I loved walking out there. It was like there was a track you can go around. It was well lit. You can walk anytime at night. And I loved it. See? That's what I'm talking about, Panda. These kids, they don't know. We had the best times. We was not fixed to no cell phones. If we wanted to see somebody, we walked. If we wanted something from the store, we walked. If we wanted to go to the park, we walked. We walked, and that's why we were so slim. We walked everywhere. We had a great time just growing up. We played games out there. Like I was sharing that about the lightning bugs, and how we just had, to me, even though people probably still crazy then, I have no doubt people see, we're spoiled We have officially entered into the spoil season, Panda. It's like we need to walk and keep ourselves healthy. It's the best form, but I'm like you, it's hot. Back then, I guess we didn't think about it, but it was hot then too. But it's hot. It feels like I'm melting, and I'm like, look, I'm like, I don't want to be sweating all in my head. No, yep, it's too hot for all that. and lately in Memphis, it's been so humid. The most humid place I've ever been, Panda, is Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was so humid. I had got my hair flat iron. I don't do relaxers or anything to keep it straight. It's just kind of, they call it some type of silk press. But as soon as I got there, it was like I don't do it now. Yes. See, I'm like you. I'm made for the sun. I like the sun more than the cold, but this humid, I was like, it's too much. Have you ever been there? Oh my God. Ooh. I didn't think I was gonna make it. It was so humid. And when I found out, I started getting like claustrophobic, because once I got there, I noticed it was bright. The sun was bright. And the plane kind of lowered and it started shaking. And I was over there doing a conference. I was, back then I did a conference over there. And the plane was shaking. When I got there, somebody said, do you know? Oh, see? Oh, bless your heart. When I got there, they said, do you know that you flew over the Bermuda Triangle? And I was like, no. And they said, yes. And they showed me. The Bermuda Triangle goes from Miami, Cuba, and Puerto Rico make up that triangle. And I was wondering why the plane was shaking, because I'm like, okay, why are we getting a little turbulence? And the sun is shining and the sky was crystal clear blue. And when she told me that, I'm like, I got to get off this island. I have got to get out ASAP. I'm getting off. I'm doing my presentation that night. I wasn't there long, no way. I don't like to stay out anyway. And I was sitting up there, and I was in the evening. It was so nice because it would cool off, and the ocean would just come in. That was the best time in the evening. But I would drink my little iced coffee. I did. It's not a joke. And I was talking to the water. And I have to show you some pictures, but I'm like, get out of here. Talking to the water. And it kept splashing. Get out of here. And it kept getting higher. And the third time, when it got almost close to my feet, about a foot away, I was scared. I'm like, I don't know what's in that ocean. I'm like, I'm not playing with this ocean. But I made it through. The next day, I was supposed to leave out like, I guess 5 a.m. Got out there. It was so hot. And they were out there running some race. I'm like, it's not cool. You should do this in the evening. Because it was hot. It was humid. I'm not going to say hot. It was humid. It was the most humidity that I've ever experienced. Now, I lived in Arizona for a minute, and they had dry heat. It was different. We didn't have no mosquitoes. So if they do the bio weapons with the mosquitoes, we might want to move to Arizona. But they do have flying cockroaches. So they probably can put something in that. But here we go, Panda. Going back. I leave out early that morning, go through their little customs. I didn't take nothing but the little trinkets from over there. Going back over the Virgin Islands. Beautiful day. And the plane is lower this time. And again, we shaking. Like, you talk about praying? Oh, yeah. I wanted to get back on the other side. I did not know. It's one thing when you don't know, but when you know what it is, it's a whole nother thing. Yeah. Yes. The flying cockroaches in Arizona at nighttime, especially. You don't see them too much in the daytime. I guess they say it's too hot, but well, yeah, they about like that big. And then I think I saw. I hope I look. I hope I don't get in trouble. This is allegedly. Allegedly, I was out there one night in Arizona. I didn't go out too much, but I don't know why. I guess I was out in the apartment complex talking to some of the neighbors, and I could have swore it was this big, huge object in the sky. It had to be in the U.S. government because it was like the Goodyear blimp, but it was huge because you can tell because the little red lights would flick, 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 and you can see from one end to another. And you know the person in the apartment was already talking about UFOs, but there were no UFO because it was moving real slow, and it was kind of like almost a little bit higher than the apartment building. So I'm like, come on now, Mister U.S. government, that big thing? What? It's like they could put a whole apartment building in it. They could have put the apartment building in it. No lizard earrings, but they were out there, and one got inside the house. You know, they don't have carpet. I was in a student apartment. They didn't have carpet, and one came inside. I didn't like the little things. I guess lizards are different than these little geckos out here in Memphis or in Tennessee. I ain't gonna say Memphis. Tennessee, they have what looks like lizards. They call them something else. They look like a gecko, lizard, or something. These things I don't know where do they come from. Are they in the ground and then they birth these little babies? I haven't seen any this year. We got some little red pepper and stuff around the house. But these things that come and they all on the walls, and one of them had a red head. And they got the nerve to open their little mouths. They better gone. It's a gecko, okay? Because they here in Tennessee too. I'm like, I know Tennessee. You think, okay? Let me tell you. You think, oh, Memphis is rough. Let me tell you, Memphis got deer. What? That's gross. That's gross. I don't want nothing dead in my ear. Nothing, Panda. No, they can have it. Be different if it was like a little ring or a bracelet, but no, they gonna have in the ear. Come on. No. No, thank you. But Memphis has a lot of different creatures out here. Oh, if they aren't dead, these people are sick. They can spit in their ear. Poop in their ear. That's just gross. The things people do. But I was out in Lakeland the other day. In Lakeland, the roads are not like normal streets. Lakeland is still a part of Shelby County. They want to be elite. And they want to be different, but they got a lot of hills and curves, and so does Arlington, Tennessee. It's not like when they talk about Memphis, they're talking about pockets and areas that are more closer to downtown. But Lakeland, I was out there, and the streets look like alleys. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. It looks like an alley. It doesn't have a line to tell you this person on this side and this person on that side, and this person goes this way and that person. None of that. It's just a little alley that kind of goes around. At least this part of Lakeland. I'm sure maybe it's different parts. But the deer walk around there like they own the place. Okay. I'm gonna be off in a little bit. Tell Mom I said hi. But they have these little alleys, and it goes like this and swerves, and the deer walk around like me and my friends are here. And this is Johnny, and this is Sally, and I'm Tom. And they walk in the middle of the street, Like, and you better not mess with us because we get fed by the residents up here. This is called Lakeland, Lakeland, and we own the place. Oh, thank you. Tell- uh, we own the place, and you better just take your car. And who are you? I said, I'm Tom, that's Sally, and I forgot my other friend's name. But they walk around there. I think the people must feed them. And you have to drive at least 30 miles an hour, except for when you see the deer, when you have to probably drive even slower. Because these deer, I tell you, I've seen Bambi. Bambi's still alive. But they out here. And I know I've seen them in Johnson City. And I've seen people's car get towed up from the flow up, trying to drive, maybe not even going that fast, but a deer gets excited and run across the interstate and bam, they collide. It's not a pretty sight. Not pretty at all. But they're around here, the deer. And I don't know. I've heard. I don't know if anybody knows what type of bird is up about 3 in the morning, let me know. Because for the last, it's gone now, but for the last week or so, we've been hearing this bird. When I let the dog to go out to go to the bathroom, it's this bird making this noise. I don't know. It's loud. And if I could see where it is, I would give me a BB gun and shoot it. Because normally I've never heard a bird at 3 in the morning. But anyway, the bird is gone now. I don't know what it was, but so much activities have been happening around the world with these meteorites and the earth doing weird kinds of stuff that maybe the bird was warning me. I don't know. But anyway, I am finished with this and I'm going to call it a night. This is the back side. And this is the front side. At least look. This is the front side, but it looks like it's backwards. This is the back side, but it looks like it's forward. That is wild. Oh my gosh. It looks great though. That is so wild. I guess the camera has it on reverse because this is the front side, but I guess it mirrors it. And this is the back side. Wow. That's amazing. You learn so much. Anyway, that is it for me tonight. I'm finished with the tassels. And who knows? I may pop back on Sunday. Stay tuned. Same channel. Till next time. Bye, y'all.